How's it going, guys? So I'm here with Tara, 40 Below Fruity. She's traveled all across the world. She eats a completely raw vegan diet, and
no nuts or seeds.
No nuts or seeds. So that's like really raw vegan. And I just wanted to ask her a few questions about her lifestyle because honestly, she's done so much, and she's you're quite young as well.
Yeah, I'm 24.
24. I'm 27, so I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get a little bit of insight into her life, how she kind of lives her life. So we're just going to ask her a few questions, and hopefully that can give you guys a little bit of advice or tips on something that maybe you could implement into your life. All right, first question. What enriches your life the most? So what are the things in your life that give you the most value, that you're so passionate about?
Freedom. Definitely the top one. I mean, freedom to me is worth more than anything. It's worth its weight in gold, and there is nothing worth giving up my freedom for. And when I have the freedom to do what I want to do, that's when I can do the things that enrich my life. Art enriches my life probably more than anything else. Art, painting, because I express my creative side, and that's something that if I don't have the time to do, I kind of feel stuck in myself. Also just the food I eat, being able to share my passion with others. I love making YouTube videos. It's so much fun, and I never knew that I'd be into film, and now I'm considering going to film school for it actually, and because I'm just so into it. I just really enjoy it. And that probably enriches my life so, more than anything else, the art, and then being able to connect with people and getting messages from people saying, your advice changed my life or something like that. That makes it worth it. That makes me know that I'm on the right track and that I'm making a difference. And to me, and I know that animals are being saved. I know that people are healthier. And when I hear that somebody's, lost a certain amount of weight, or that they stopped eating French fries or something, and they've overcome something that was so difficult, like coffee or like a mustard addiction, which is really popular. Weird, but popular. That really, it makes me feel so good.
And what was kind of this process for you? So how did you kind of get to a point, because we all typically start living unhappy lives, and you've kind of figured out what makes you happy? Is it just kind of like experimenting with new things in your life, or like what?
How have you? Question.
It's obviously a discovery process, but what was it like for you?
What is it like for me to figure out? I'm the type of person that when I figure out what I want, it's usually because I figured out what I don't want. And I don't understand ever how people can stick around doing something they don't want. I am the first one to be like, get me out of here, and I just up and leave. I am the least reliable person in a situation that I don't want to be in. Because there's nothing that can make me stay, AKA the job that I'm working at now for 2 weeks and I'm leaving. So it's like, I feel that I've learned so much about what I don't want to do that now I have a real clear definition of what I do want. And I've listed the things that are important to me. And now when I go to find new employment, or when I'm meeting people in a new situation, I have a list of things. I'm like, this is what I need to do to be happy, to live life the way I want to. And if you can't accept that, we're done here. That's the end of it. And now I've come to the point where I'm not willing to sacrifice my happiness for anything, no matter what it is. And so it's the experiences that taught me what not to do. And they have been very interesting and fun along the way. And most people look at my lifestyle and think, oh, it's crazy. Traveling around the world, going from job to job or place to place and experience to experience, and and just so many different things that where I've been forced to innovate. Because if I wasn't able to come up with new ideas and think on the spot, it would be sink or swim. So it's those types of experiences now I can look back on and laugh at, but at the time I was pulling my hair out and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, definitely. One of the ways that I've kind of figured out what I like to do the most is obviously, because you do so many things, right? You go exploring in the world, you do this, you do that, and then you definitely figure out what you don't want to do. And then from that, you can build upon it. It's like, well, if I don't want to do that, what is going to be a better choice for me? What would I rather be doing with my time? Even just coming back to Canada, I knew I wanted like a really, really basic job, really super simple, like just no stress, nothing. And it's like, I know that's going to make me the happiest, so I can spend time basically doing more of the things that I want to do, right?
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things is that people are working 40, 50 hours a week at jobs that they don't like, which Tara was about to do.
Never. Not anymore.
But now she's just kind of realized it's like,
not worth it.
You don't want that, right?
You know what? It's not worth your time to make someone else rich, to make someone else's business grow. It's worth your time to focus on what you are passionate about. that is the only thing that is worth your time. Because long term, you got to think long term sometimes,
Yeah.
and not just right in the moment. You can think both ways, but if you think long term, you got to think about your long term success and your long term happiness. That matters more than anything else. I think people forget that nowadays.
That's got to be the biggest thing, because people are always looking, well, I got to pay the bills, good, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, simplify your life. Simplifying your life is one of the easiest ways that you can spend less time at work, because it's typically work is one of the biggest things that people just fucking hate, right?
It's always just like work. It's called work.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not play, it's not enjoyment, it's not doing something creative. For the most part, some people might have a good job, or a good job where maybe it's a little bit more creative or whatever, and it's actually something that they're passionate about. But how rare is that? Because a lot of people say they have like a degree or something, right? We don't have any type of. We've both been to colleges or universities, but we haven't finished anything yet.
Yes.
And we're both. I would say I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, and
Me too.
I work a fucking minimum wage job right now.
Yeah, and I'm going back to a minimum wage job because actually I was happier doing that.
Yeah.
So, happiness means different things to different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I would say freedom. Because freedom is the best thing. It's like you can just wake up. It's like, what do I want to do today, as opposed to I have to go do this.
Exactly.
That's like the magic in life.
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Is that when you experience what you want to experience, you always attract what you're currently experiencing. So if you're in a shitty job where you're not making enough money, or you're just unhappy, or you're making the most money you've ever made, but you're miserable, you are going to attract more of that. It is more worth it, in my opinion, to be happy and not making any money, because you're going to attract more happiness. And ultimately, that's the goal.
Is it? Yeah, that's what everybody really wants, is people want to be happy. And they think getting these material items and getting a new car, getting a new condo, moving from a condo to a house, and then like furnishing the house in a specific way. And it's like that's just following the Joneses, right? And just doing what everybody else does. And a lot of people are miserable because if everybody was happy, then why are antidepressants such a common thing in today's society? So basically what it comes down to is figure out what you want to do based on the things that you don't like to do, explore in that realm, and you just it's kind of like you're just molding it into place. So you have this kind of sculpture in mind where you want to build this beautiful sculpture, and you're starting out with this big like glop of like mud or whatever, and you're like, you just want to mold it into place. So it's just like, it's a process. You're not going to figure it out right away. It takes time, and that's what people don't like. People don't like to be patient, right?
Yes.
Well, this shit doesn't work, and then just go back to doing what they did before. But I think that pretty well boils it down. So check out Tara's channel, 40 Below Fruity, and keep up to date with her ramblings and her rants.
Ranting.
The love. Well, you're ranting in a loving way.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's good. Check out her channel. I'll definitely leave a link in the description box below. Check her out and keep rocking it out there. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Cheerio.
Peace out.